High in the Bolivian Andes, at 12,800 feet, sits a stone block cut with edges straighter than a modern machine could manage. No chisel marks, no tool residue, just perfect right angles, cut into andesite, one of the hardest stones on Earth. And archaeologists still can't agree on how it was done. That's not the strangest part. Some of these blocks weigh over 100 tons, and they were carried here, across miles of rugged terrain, with no wheel, no draft animals, and officially no advanced tools at all. Today, we're looking at Puma Punku, a ruin so precise, so strange, that even mainstream archaeologists.
Puma Punku sits near Lake Titicaca, part of the larger Tiwanaku complex. Officially, it was built around 500 to 600 AD by a pre-inca civilization. That's the textbook version. But when the first modern excavators arrived in the early 1900s, they found something that didn't fit the timeline at all. The blocks weren't just cut. They were cut with interlocking joints, like a machine-built puzzle. Precise enough that modern engineers have struggled to replicate them by hand. And there was something else in the rubble that day. Something the excavation team didn't fully document for decades.
Let's start with what everyone agrees on. The stones at Puma Punku show cuts with angles accurate to within a fraction of a degree. Some proponents argue this level of precision requires tools this culture supposedly never had. No iron, no bronze strong enough to cut andesite cleanly. Mainstream archaeologists counter that abrasion, patience, and copper tools could theoretically do it, just very, very slowly. That's the accepted explanation. But that wasn't the strangest part. Here's what nobody talks about in the textbooks. There's a second category of stone at this site, and it doesn't match the first at all. Some blocks at Puma Punku show tool marks consistent with hand carving, rougher, human, but others show none, smooth, symmetrical, almost extruded, like they were poured or pressed rather than chiseled. Two different techniques, two different eras, maybe. According to this theory, that gap could mean something no one wants to say out loud, that the smoothest stones came first. Buried near the platform, early excavators found small stone carvings, faces, some with what looked like helmets, others with features that don't match any known regional style. Rounded heads, wide eyes, no visible ears. Mainstream historians say it's stylized art, ritual imagery, nothing more. That's a fair explanation, and it might be the right one. But some researchers believe the carvings depict something else entirely. Visitors. Not gods in the abstract sense, but physical beings, recorded in stone by people who saw them. Now ask yourself, does it sound like a coincidence that the most impossible cuts sit right beside the strangest carvings? There's carbon dating evidence, contested but real, suggesting parts of the Tiwanaku complex could be far older than 600 AD. Some researchers have proposed dates thousands of years earlier, tied to shifts in Lake Titicaca's ancient shoreline. If that's accurate, and it's disputed, it would mean Puma Punku predates every known advanced civilization on the continent. Imagine what that would mean for everything we've been told about who came first. If this theory is even partly right, it doesn't just rewrite Bolivian history. It challenges the entire timeline of human civilization. It means someone or something had precision tools thousands of years before we think tools like that existed. And it raises an uncomfortable question. If institutions have known about these anomalies for over a century, why isn't this taught in schools? It's hard not to feel a little frustrated knowing this sat in a museum basement for decades. Here's the detail most people never hear. In the 1930s, one of those strange, smooth blocks was measured, sketched, then quietly reburied. No public report, no follow-up dig, just silence. Why bury the one piece of evidence that didn't fit the story? So, do you think Puma Punku was built by human hands alone, using techniques we've simply lost? Or does something about those stones not add up? Tell me below. We still haven't explained that reburied block, the one nobody photographed twice. That's part of what we're calling the buried record, and we're not done with it. Next time,